The numbers are sobering and terrifying. Each day in our nation, more than 3,000 young people, grades 9 to 12, attempt suicide. But there has to be something that parents, teachers, and even friends can do to know the signs. Today, we are here with Brett from the Jason Foundation, and you have programs and resources for the community, plus a challenge, everybody. This is important. Tennessee Won't Be Silent. Tell us a little bit about all of that.
Absolutely. So the Jason Foundation was formed after the suicide death of Jason Flatt in 1997. A group of his family and friends got together, and their intention was to do everything they could so that another family didn't have to go through what they did. So we were formed in 1997. We are dedicated to the awareness and prevention of youth suicide. And that is accomplished through a series of informational seminars for parents in the community, a curriculum for students, and awareness initiatives for all ages. One thing that we are proud to say is since our inception in 1997, we have never charged for any of our programs or services.
That's amazing. Now, on your website, I noticed it's called the Silent Epidemic. Tell me a little bit about that.
So the silence comes from the lack of awareness there is of the subject. Many people are not prepared or willing to have these conversations around suicide prevention, and mental illness. The epidemic part comes from the magnitude of the issue. Right now, suicide is the third leading cause of deaths for 10 to 24-year-olds in our country. And that equates to 137 young people each and every week that we're losing across the nation. Tennessee is not immune to these struggles either. It is the third leading cause of death for our middle school and high school students. And the issue is only becoming more prevalent in the younger populations as well. The number of suicide deaths in 10 to 14-year-olds have more than doubled in the last decade. A recent survey that came out for Tennessee high school students said that 22% had seriously considered suicide and over 13% had attempted suicide one or more times in the past 12 months. And that represents 4 or 5 high school students in each and every Tennessee classroom that said yes to that question. The numbers are staggering. However, oftentimes, those considering suicide give some sign of their intention, either verbally or behaviorally. So in those that are struggling with thoughts of suicide, we have an opportunity to intervene and get them to help.
What are the signs that people should look out for behaviorally, at least? So
depression is one of the leading causes of suicide attempts across all ages. And that is often exhibited in out-of-character behaviors. So is this individual acting in a different way than you know them? Are they more aggressive, more irritable than normal? Oftentimes this is seen in a lack of interest in something that they once loved, something that they once engaged in. If we're talking about youth, maybe your high school student has played basketball their entire young life and decides that they no longer want to be on the team their senior year of high school. Maybe it is the very extroverted friend becoming isolated, whittling down who they talk to, not going out as much. But the inverse of that can also be true. So your very introverted person all of a sudden is going out more often, seemingly taking more risks. There is a wealth of warning signs, but some of them are what could be considered your typical adolescent angst.
Right, so it can be hard to really pick up on it.
So what we need to be aware of is when multiple of those signs are exhibited over an extended period of time. And usually what we're looking at there is 2 weeks or greater.
Okay, thank you. That's a lot of good information. I want to make sure we get to this challenge. Tell us a little bit about this.
So Tennessee Won't Be Silent is our state-specific awareness campaign. Our intention with this is to really elevate the level of conversation regarding suicide prevention, and mental health awareness. And we have created a website and a portal where you can go and get a lot of information about suicide, what to look out for, more in-depth information on those warning signs, how to start those conversations with someone that you may be concerned about, and where to go to for help. One of the most impactful features of that Tennessee Won't Be Silent page is the resources tab. There, you can find a breakdown by community. You can use an interactive map to find resources that are in your area. And our hopes is that you learn this information and challenge your friends and family to do the same.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. You make it so easy to find resources, and many people out there need that. Thank you very much, Brett. Tennessee Won't Be Silent is the Jason Foundation's challenge to everyone to raise the conversation about the silent epidemic of suicide. Please visit them online to learn more information and find resources to help.